to bring the stones out. It works with a fish net for your toe stones. Okay, you're going to need toe stones, small stones, medium stones, and large stones. What you're going to also have is a thermometer, and the best that we found so far to use is holly oil. A little small stone, put it into a cloth. You will pass it to your client and ask them to put it underneath their belly button only if they don't have a belly button ring. You'll take a large stone and place it right at the lower back. Bring your towel back or your sheet. Have a good amount of holly oil. Place your hands on their upper shoulder and then spread the oil onto their back. And when you start the massage at first, you can give them a little bit of a massage with effleurage. With the medium stones, you're going to always make sure that you have dried them so that they're not wet going on the person. To cool them, you turn them in your hands, and if you cannot hold on to them, they are too hot for the client. So with it, you can start by just placing them on the sheet, and then because now you have warm hands, you can now touch your client again, introducing the warmth. Bring in one stone. Ask your client if that temperature is okay. You can then bring in the second stone. When you move, the heat is transferred so it isn't as hot. It is a very light massage. It doesn't need a lot of pressure. Not with the stones. And you can go into different designs. You can kind of use your imagination if you like on the massage techniques. Sometimes people have tense muscles in certain areas, and so you'd like to work on those. You can always bring your stones back down and then bring in for a real, like a deeper massage. So if there's any tenseness in the muscles, you can actually get in there, but without the hot stones. The hot stones can warm up the muscles and relax them so that you can actually get into all those muscles to help them relax faster. Change so that you're now facing their feet. Right up into the neck. The neck sometimes feels good if you turn them on the side. Depending how much time you have with your client, because the stones do cool off, you can do more with your hands if need be. If you like, you can always grab some more stones. And once you're done, you come off, bring the sheet back up to the shoulders, place the 2 stones that you've just used onto the spine. Next we'll be doing the arms. You can move the sheet and then just lightly move their arms since we're in a backwards position here. When you're going to apply the oil, you can start at the elbow and move in both directions and give just a bit of a massage. And then when you're ready, you're going to bring in another medium stone. Always check them again before you move in. You leave the stone in the client's hand. They can let go of it if it gets too warm. Just recover them up and do the exact same on the other arm. Next you're going to do the back of the legs. You're going to move this sheet just up so you have all of it. You can hold it at their hip. Just move it over the knee. Lightly lift up the leg. Take the corner and then pull the sheet up so that the client knows that they're covered, but you have access to majority up. You're going to start at the knee and go in both directions. Your hands do not go underneath the covers, and you can just apply the oil on. Give a bit of a effleurage strokes. And when you're ready, warm your hands up just to introduce the heat. Start with 1 stone. When you're ready, you can bring in the 2nd stone. You can do circles. You want to always try to stay on the muscle, so on the meaty part of the body. Stones and the bones really do not feel good together. Every once in a while you might need to turn your stones because they do lose the heat. Work it in the foot. Put down them and then massage the leg with just your hands. Hot stone massage is really very nice deep relaxation massage for the client. When you're finished with the first leg, you can bring the sheet back and over, and if you like, bring 1 stone, place it on their sole, cover them up. So once you're finished massaging both legs, you're actually going to remove all of the stones on their body. And then you're going to turn this out and all the other stones are out. You're going to hold on to the edge of the top sheet. Ask your client to come down the table. So Teresa, if you come right down the table, please. And then have the client look at you and turn right over onto their back. And if they need to come down a little bit further, because you're now going to remove the headrest. Next, what you're going to do is help your client to sit right up. And you're going to take now your large stones, and it could be 6 to 8 of them. You're going to place them very close to their back, so where they're sitting, they're going to be very close. They're not touching, but they're almost. You're going to have about an inch space between the rocks for their vertebrae, so for their spinal column. And you're going to put all 6 down, or 8 if you have a very long person. You're going to put it over top of the rocks so that there's no way that they can burn them. And then you're going to help your client lie back down onto the rocks. If it's too hot, remove the stones. And the stones should not be in their scapula, so it should not be in any bony part. It should filter down on the stones. What you're going to do is have 3 smaller stones, and you're going to place them on their chakras or onto the front of the body. Back of the leg, when you reveal the front, and you bring the sheet up. Apply your oil from the knee, going in both directions out. Again, you can start the massage without the stones. When you're ready, warm up your hands again. When the stones are cool enough, you can introduce them onto the leg. And again, just massage. Long strokes are very relaxing. The stones are warm. Make sure they keep moving. Little strokes are stimulating. Again, stay onto the muscle. At any point, you can let go of the stones and massage with just your hands. So once you're finished massaging both of the front legs, you have the toe stones, there's 8 of them, and you're going to put 1 stone between each toe. Just make sure with them that they're not too hot, because they're going to stay in the client's feet. I always add them in just as I'm about to start the front of the legs. I put them in the fishnet into the crock pot to warm up so that they haven't been there for too long. And then just cover their feet. We're going to move to the stomach. You will just lightly move the sheet just to reveal the tops of your client's shoulder. You're going to put another towel over top for a lady. move your arm so that your elbow is on one shoulder, your tip of your fingers on the other. There's lots of space for their neck. You're going to come to about the belly button area, and you're going to bring the sheet, as you're watching, right until it touches your small hand towel. You're going to then move the sheet about an inch down from their belly button, and you are going to fold the hand towel just to the breast line. To apply the oil, you just bring it across the body. You can do a few small effleurages, which are just long strokes. When you're ready, you're going to introduce the stone just by, again, warming your hand up. The stomach is a very sensitive area, so you want to make sure that they're ready for the stone. When you massage it, you massage with just the one stone and do small circles, starting on the client's right side, coming across. So you're really doing the transverse colon here and the descending colon. You can do large circles. You can bring it up with your other hand too. And this way you can sweep it. Do effleurage, switch hands. You could introduce another small stone if you like, and if you need to, you can take away the stone and then just slowly massage the stomach. You don't want to go too fast on the stomach, for the client might have a very sensitive stomach. When you finish, you just finish with a couple effleurage strokes, come off of your client. You're going to unfold the top towel, bring the sheet up to cover the breast area, and you are just going to lower the towel to the shoulder. Next, we're going to do the shoulders. To apply the oil, you want to make sure that you do it away from the client's face. Some on both shoulders, not coming over their face with your hands. You start at the clavicle and you come across and under. You can do a few of those with your client, or the small stones, depending what you think the client will be okay with. Once the stones are ready, you can either apply it again just with your hands to introduce the heat, and then you can start to bring in the stones, and they're just small movements. Again, try to stay off the bones. Stay in the neck area here. If your client is okay with the neck, you can bring it down, turn them on the side if you like, and just bring them down. Stay off the front of the neck. If you want to, for some warmth, you can just bring your hands in. Once you're finished with massaging your clients with the shoulders, you're just going to stick both stones in the soft ball right in behind their back there. There's a soft spot. You're just going to put them there and make sure that the client is comfortable. Next, you're going to do the arms. You just want to reveal the arm. Again, apply your oil from the elbow out both directions. One stone, and when you're ready, introduce it onto the client. To the hand. You can always put the stone down and then massage their hands. And when you're finished, you leave the stone in their hand, cover them up. So when you're about to do the face, you really don't put any extra oil on. You just have the stone and just turn it into your hand. So a little bit of oil then is on the stone, but you don't have to put oodles onto the client. I would introduce my hand onto their forehead first. And then you can start at the forehead and then just do small circles towards the ear. You can come down the neck. Just keep doing little massages. Stay away from the eyes. Come into the cheek. If you like, you can bring the stone on its side a little bit and just kind of do brushing strokes. So just light brushing strokes. Coming towards the ear. On the forehead, it seems to feel a lot nicer when the stone's flat. You can lightly just come up and down. You can come underneath the chin to the ear and then back down to the side. Underneath the chin, coming to the ear, and then just coming down the side. Once the stone is cool, you can actually leave the stone right on their brow. You can place new stones, warm stones again, onto the chakra area. If you like a little larger, if the stones that are still there from before, you can leave them the massage off. You are just going to do tappings. When you tap the stones together lightly over the center spine, it actually sends off electrons. You are now going to remove all the stones from your client. If the toe stones are still in, you would remove them now. You can remove the stones behind their shoulders.